Hello guys, welcome.
Hello, boss. How
All
are you
right.
doing?
Yeah, good evening. I thought I was alone here.
You're not alone.
Oh, okay. How you guys doing? Sam, what's up?
I am fine. What about you?
Doing great. You guys should give me a few minutes. Let me get water.
Okay, no problem.
Hello? The meeting on?
Hello.
All right. So we couldn't have a meeting last week because one, I had a meeting, and two, there were no messages from or questions from you guys. So I don't know if there are questions today. Let me even check because I didn't even check before scheduling this meeting today. So let me see if I have questions even on these spreadsheet. Sam, how has it been with you?
Hello, boss.
Yeah, said how has it been with you? Do I still have people here? Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
And there are no questions here even. All right.
I have questions. So I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, I can. Okay. So who is talking?
Hello?
Yeah, Paul.
Okay. Can you hear me? Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, yes. I've been doing a lot of research these days.
Okay.
Yes, meanwhile, I want to appreciate you for everything you're doing for us. Thank you once again for the program. It's very, very educative. I've been learning a lot. So, very rich. So, before I go in, before I start developing my product, so I've been researching. Can you hear me, coach?
Yes.
Okay. So, I've been researching on hypertension, that is high blood pressure.
Okay.
Yes, and I've been seeing some ads run by some persons in Nigeria on Google. Majorly, they sell products there, not digital product now, like physical.
Your network just went off.
Can you hear me?
Okay, you're back now. So
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I had an interruption. So I was saying I didn't see any digital products being sold in Nigeria. What I've been seeing is products, physical product that people can actually buy. So I was thinking, is that a good sign or not? Does it mean that Nigerians don't buy digital products? And if I want to create a digital product now, I've not looked into the digital products I see on ClickBank to know, and on ClickBank and Amazon to know what they actually is. But if I'm to create a digital product, should it be on preventive or on the cure?
Okay.
That is one other question.
Okay.
That is one question. Then another one on the done for you products. I was looking at storytelling,
Okay.
storytelling marketing. So I searched, although I've not gone deep in research for that one, but from what I have seen so far in the storytelling marketing, there's nothing much there especially in what is it called, Google Trend. I didn't see anything much there, but I saw an ad, just a foreign company talking about storytelling marketing. That is just what I saw. So I don't know if that's a good sign to forge ahead with either of them, because I'm looking at those both niches. I want to make sure I get my research that the market is a blue ocean before I actually go in and make something out of it.
Okay. Do you know what a blue ocean is? I like that word that you used, by the way.
Yes. I've been
You know
seeing
what a blue ocean is?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So since you know, there is no need for me to start talking more on that. All right. So you first of all you made mention of if you should write your book around preventive measures or cures. Now, never write a book that is geared towards being preventive, okay, because no one will buy it. You want to put out content that are cures, that are solutions, permanent cures, not even temporarily cures or solutions. Never write anything or put out a product that provides temporary solutions. Whatever solution you're trying to put out there should be a permanent solution.
Hello?
Did you get me?
Hello? Yeah, I know. I heard the part where you say I shouldn't write. Should that be on permanent cure?
Yeah. People are not concerned about preventions. Have you not noticed that people don't really talk out until problems are aggravating?
Okay.
Like, is when they are at the brink of death that they cry out. Okay. Are you still here?
Yes, it's just that the network is going on and off.
Oh yeah. So it's just human nature, right? That is what they need. They need to prevent, right? But see that you can't just look at what people need. What you want to do is what they want. Okay, so you're not going to target someone who is just having mild palpitations or probably mild headaches. The person is not going to listen to you.
Okay.
It's someone that when it gets to the point whereby the person is having consistent headaches, and the palpitations are becoming very, very abnormal, and it gets to that point where as if he or she is dying. That's when they want to seek for solutions, right? When it is at the brink of they losing everything they have. That's when people tend to seek for solutions. These are what we call painkillers. Okay, so whatever it is that you want to do should be a painkiller, should be something that is solving a problem. It is curing it. It is not preventing it.
Okay.
Hope you understand.
Yes, I do.
And you made mention of not seeing people selling digital products around high blood pressure. Did you say
Physical, not digital.
You say people are not selling digital products now?
Yes, they're not selling digital, yes.
Yes, but it's because of what's it called now? People are looking for a fast means to take care of their situations or their problems. But then, yes, you can still sell ebooks, okay, and then still sell physical products. So what that means is you can use digital products to get people in, your own market, if that's the market you want to look into, and then sell them digital products. Sorry, sell them physical products.
Okay.
So if you look at Amazon or what is it called now, ClickBank, definitely you're going to see some products. Okay.
Yes.
And some of the products that you see there are things that gears towards taking care of high blood pressure naturally, right?
Yes.
How without taking pills and all that. If you have a solution out there, right, and it's even in digital format, people will get it. Okay, because people now are becoming aware that most of these drugs, they are destructive in the long term, right? So the more of these pills you continue to pop in, the more you're likely to have these adverse effects later on. So it's best that you seek solutions that are natural. So if you can find something around high blood pressure that takes care of it naturally, people will buy into it, right? Even though it's not going to be a pill now. If it's a physical product, it has to be something natural. So it could be a drink. I know I've done this research some couple of weeks ago, and I know that you can sell digital products and also sell physical products. So you can sell digital products that talks about natural herbs and all that, and you can still sell a physical product that just does the mixing for them and sell them the mixture of the herbs. That's a physical product, right? So instead of they going out to look for the different herbs to put together their own mixture, they can just decide to order for one that has already been done. And people want that. People want something that is already done. They don't want to go through the whole stress. That's something that that's one human bias that you can capitalize on. Humans don't want to undergo stress. They want the easier way, to get things done. So if you can do it for them, they are going to pay you the money, to get the solution which you have for them. Hope you understand. Hope you get it.
Yes, I get it.
All right. What's your other question? I think you asked something else.
It's on storytelling marketing.
Okay, storytelling marketing. Now, that's not a very common niche, or that's not a very common topic. Is the reason why you might find a few what's it called now? A few products around that topic, but you are going to see let's for instance, let's see. I'm going to share my screen. Give me a minute. Let's go into Udemy. Honestly, I'm quite tired today.
No, sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen now so that let's do a little bit of research. All right, so this is Udemy, right? And
Okay.
I'm going to write storytelling. Storytelling, yeah, that's correct. Let's see what we find. Now look at this. This one says storytelling to influence. It's not a popular topic, so you might even go on Google Trends and not find. I
didn't see anything there at all.
Yeah, because it's like you said, is a blue ocean. Okay, so this is what you call the blue ocean. You know, storytelling for businesses, how to use stories to get people to buy more of your products, how to use stories to sell more of your products. It's not so many persons are actually doing this. Okay, so you getting into it, it means you are going to be one in maybe 10 persons who are doing it, and you can carve a niche there for yourself. All right, so you can see this here, storytelling to influence, the complete storytelling course for speaking and presentation. So storytelling for speakers. Hope you see that.
Yes.
Storytelling for speakers, for of course speakers, or storytelling for coaches, right?
Yeah.
And you can see the number of reviews here. I've not opened to see the number of registered students. These are just the reviews, right? So if we open this up, and you can see that you'll find a few persons that are doing this, right? Few persons. Storytelling for persuasion and transformation. Seth Godin on presenting to persuade. Okay. Storytelling while your crowd, hypnotic storytelling, how to heal, how to tell stories that heal. Storytelling for marketing and entrepreneurship. See that?
Yeah.
Storytelling for businesses. So if you are doing this, you don't just go in and say storytelling, right? Carve out a specific group of people, right? It could be for coaches, could be for experts, could be for speakers, right? How they can use storytelling to persuade people to listen to them, to get them to do what they want. Hope you're getting it.
I am, yeah.
So look at this. 25,000 students. The complete storytelling course for speaking and presentation. It was last updated this month.
Yeah,
so storytelling for speakers, right? That's just specific though. That's a blue ocean. That is the blue ocean, right?
Yeah.
So that alone tells you that it's something worth considering, right? Because not so many people are teaching that here in the country. By the way, not so many people are teaching the first that we see is just copywriting. People are just teaching copywriting, but knowing copywriting doesn't necessarily make you a storyteller, right?
Yeah.
And if you really want to be good with copywriting, you need to know how to tell stories as well, because the human mind is built to love drama. All right. Yeah. So it's a great skill to have. So yeah, definitely you should look into it. Hope you get it.
Yes, I'm following.
All right, so that's it. Do we have any other question?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Who's speaking?
That's Sam Fact.
Oh, Sam, what's up?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm okay.
You said something earlier. You said you were tired. Why?
Well, it's been a hectic day. So I took my wife out this morning. I got back, I took the car out to wash, and I got back. I jumped on a Zoom meeting. I just had the meeting about an hour ago,
Okay.
and so I have been on and off activities. So
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I really understand that you have a lot to do every day, but still, I think you still have to find time to rest.
definitely. Before the meeting, I had 30 minutes rest. By the way.
Okay. That's great. That's great. Well, first thing first, I would like to say something. So, all these meetings that you are having with us is really adding a lot of value to the value you already delivered in the course.
Mm.
So, I would like you to keep it up. So, what you've been discussing with the previous member, I really gain a lot from it as well.
Okay.
So what I will say, you should keep it up. And about my own progress, actually, I've been able to, I bought my hosting and my domain name. And actually, I do got some kind of, I got my hand dirty, about the landing page stuff. But I quit that stage. And about my future benefit, actually, I completed that aspect as well. But I am still concerned about a lot of things. For example, I told you about the book. I'm still on the book issue, and for a very good reason, because I've done a couple of research, and I see hopefully something good should come out of it. But my question now is actually the book that I told you that I've already written. It's just a part of the entire process, or maybe I should say tutorial training. So what I'm really thinking about right now is, should I give that out for free, just use that as my sales letter? No, sorry, what is this being
Lead
called?
magnet.
Yes, my lead magnet. I think it has another name. It's not sales letter, actually. Pre-sale. Okay, that's the pre-sale. Actually,
Okay.
something I'll give them when they land on my page, so I can sell them the remaining part of the book, hopefully as a training. Because do you know why I'm really saying this? Is because to create the rest of the training, the rest of the training to add to the one I already written is going to take a lot of time. And like you said, I don't want to put all in my efforts and at the end of the day discover that this is actually not going to sell, because the other part of the training is going to take me a lot of time. I have all the things, all the research, all the strategies, everything. I have it with me right now, but to put everything together, to fine tune it, to make sure actually people got value, it's going to take a lot of time. So I'm thinking, if I give out the first part, I'm sure if there's going to be a market for that, people are going to be interested in purchasing the other part. So my question basically is, should I give that first part as my lead magnet or whatever is being called, and I can actually sell them the other part? So what's your take on that?
Okay. What exactly is in the first part that you want to use as your lead magnet now?
Thank you very much. That's a great question. Actually, the entire tutorial is about how students, and I really carve a niche out, the secondary students.
How what?
How secondary school students, how they can read their books, and specifically their classroom notebooks. And this is only for secondary school students, those in JS class.
Just secondary school students.
Yes. Okay. So actually the first part is about the steps, all the things they have to do before they actually start reading. So that's what the first book is all about. And the other part is how exactly they can do the reading. And And this is, I took my time because this is like a 3 years experience that I want to give out to people of my own personal experience. This is not only about watching YouTube videos. Actually, I did, but actually I tried to Africanize, Nigerianize all the steps, and I see it's working because I have offline students that I have taught these strategies, and they're like, wow, this is working great. So I really make it out in a way that no matter how the students is, how their level at which they are performing right now, they are going to get it.
Okay. Awesome. I love the idea in what you've done so far. Now, here is what I think you should do. Okay. Instead of a book, what you should do is do a webinar for the parents. Okay. So now what you need to do is have like a 30 days training with the children, right? So what you have in the book now, okay, you can
30 days.
Can you hear me?
Actually, network is kind of breaking somehow.
Okay, but can you hear me now?
Okay, now I can hear you now.
All right, what I said is, instead of you using the content you have now as the lead magnet, of course you are still going to use it as the lead magnet, but what you're going to do now instead is have a webinar presentation, okay? And you make use of the webinar slide. You have the webinar slide, right?
Yes, I have with me.
All right, so create a webinar, bring in parents, because it's parents that will buy this for their kids. It's not the secondary school kids that will buy this. So you're going to target the parents and bring them in the webinar. So you can run your advertising for say 7 days, right? And then bring the parents in the training. You can use Zoom to do that, right? You can use Zoom to organize your Zoom meetings, or you can even use Google Meetings. Google Meetings is free, even though it takes a lot of data, right? But you can use Google Meetings. You can even use Skype, right? So you can use any of these, but I believe I think you should use either Zoom or Google Meetings. Just play with both of them and see which of them is you are comfortable making use of. Okay. So here is what I'm just saying. Okay. What I'm saying here is you have a presentation. All that you have in that training, in that book now is what you present in your training, right? You're basically showing them the what, not the how to go about it. Okay. Are you still with me? Okay, he has gone off. I think his network is really bad. All right, until he gets back, do we have any question from any other person? Let me move on to that.
Boss.
Hello.
What's up?
Hello, good evening.
Okay, let me hold on for Uche.
Okay, good evening, house. I just want to put an observation. The group that you created for us to interact with each other, so really effective. I'm not seeing any action from my group members, and anytime I try chat them up to know what's up, I hardly get a response. But I don't know if it's just with my own group or if it happens with other people. That is one. My second question is it's not really a question, it's something that you know about concerning my Amazon hosting and all of that. As you said, sir, I will hold on till Monday before I apply for sending limit. So because I can't really keep running Facebook ad and I'm not collecting it. That's very important. So I'm just spending like $2 every day just to keep the ad account running to be active. Then until I can get lead from customers before.
I'm losing you, Shay. Your voice. Can you speak out a little?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, better.
Yes. I said the second one is for is the Amazon sending limit to be listed. That will be done on Monday as you advise me to do.
Yeah.
Because I can't keep running ad without collecting lead for remarketing. That's very important. And then 3, sir, I will be sending you. I'm working on another page. This happens to be an adult product. I think I've shown you that before, but I'll be able to work on it again. So
Okay.
I'm trying to put everything in order. So I will probably be sharing that with you for your scrutiny, for you to check and see. So far so good. Facebook has been working fine. My ad has been running, and I have less issue with ad rejection and all of that. So right now the main problem I'm having is just Amazon lifting, trying to use my sending limit, and the group that you create. You need to find out from other members if their group is actually working. I'm not seeing the effectiveness of that group. Nobody is saying anything. Nobody is talking. I guess it's
Okay, all right. So I got what you said. You talked about the group. You talked about your Amazon. I believe you already know what to do. Just hold on till on Monday, and you can send the request again, like we talked about, and see what happens. For the group, I really don't know if you've been making efforts to try to get your group members to be active and they are not active. It's fine. Let me know. I'll pull you out from that group and have you fit into another group. Okay, so just let me know later at the end of this meeting, and of course I will make a post in the group so I know exactly the experience of other persons as well. Okay. Sam, you seems you're back. Is your network better now?
I think so. I am back now.
Okay, so before I move on to Bashar, please let me attend to Sam. What I was saying is get people into a webinar, okay?
Okay.
So you could, what I think you should do is do it live, all right? And what you're doing now is you want to test it out, right?
Okay.
So do this training for 7 days, run ads for 7 days, and get people ready for the webinar and teach, right? So your teaching is you basically telling them what their kids need to do. You need to share your experience. You share your hero's journey, how you were struggling with reading as well, and how you conquered that, and how you helped other persons. Just follow the script that you have, the slide, the perfect webinar slide. And
Okay.
if you also got the what is it called, the Rolodex, I think you should also find my scripts which I used for the 10x. You can model it as well. But basically what you're doing is you tell people what to do, you don't tell them the how, right? And even if you're telling them the how, you don't tell them everything, because if you tell them everything, what's the need for them to take your attention, right? So you basically show the parents, because it's parents that are your target market. It's not the key secondary school students. The parents are the people you need to target. And of course, what you want to do is make sure that you really sit on their pain points. Okay, you should already know that. Okay, and relate that to their wants, what they want. They want their kids to be successful. They want their kids to come out with good grades and all that. So that won't happen if their kids don't read, if their kids don't pay attention and read their books, because that's the only way they can get the good grades, right? So on the training, your offer, you make an offer. So your offer could be in the next 30 days, you want to work with just 50 students. Okay, and you say, and you can say that for each person that you work with, you usually charge, let's say, 250K per student per person. All right, because now you want to reach out to more persons. For the next, you give an offer time. You know how to create an offer. Adding scarcity and all that, right? So because you're doing that, just for the next 3 days, you are offering this for 30,000, maybe 25, maybe 50. That depends on you. But what I think you should do is you can start from say 20, right? And as you continue to do this, you can move your price up, right? So what I think you should do is do this: create an ad, target parents within that age range of children. You should be able to see that on Facebook, and then get them into a group, right? For 7 days, run this for 7 days. At the end of 7 days, you make the presentation, but you make sure that you create follow-up emails reminding them of the webinar. Oh, and you want to create anticipation in for them to make, so that they can show up for the training.
Okay.
All right. So that means you're going to have 6 to 8 emails as follow-up. Okay, you want to send email immediately they join. 2 days, maybe a day later, you want to send another email. Maybe 2 days later, you want to send another email. A day to the webinar day, you need to send another email. An hour to the webinar, you need to send an email. 30 minutes to the webinar, you need to send another email. 15 minutes to the webinar, you need to send another email. Then once the webinar is going live, you need to send another email. Hope you understand that.
Yes, I got you.
Okay, awesome. So that is what I think you should do. That is what I think you should do now, right? Start creating your slides. If you've created a slide, it's okay. You can still share this. Let me see what you have in there. Okay.
No problem. When I'm done with the slide, I'll make sure I share with you.
All right, that's fine. Okay, so hope you're okay with that.
Yes, I'm okay, but I have a question before you go, sir. You talked when you were explaining all this to me. You mentioned a group.
A group?
Yes. Are you referring to the email series?
Did I mention the group?
Of course, you mentioned that, but I don't want to interrupt. That's why I just keep listening.
Okay, what did I say about the group?
Yes, you said I want to get them into the group as many people as possible. So I'm thinking maybe you're talking about the email series.
I'm basically talking about where you are having them. So you can even use it in different ways. You can decide to pull them into a WhatsApp group. Depends, right? You can decide to have their emails, right? But at the end, you are going to be presenting a webinar, a training, right?
I understand.
That's just.
But in your experience, which platform do you think is the best? Is it WhatsApp? Is it Facebook group or the email? Well,
series? I've never done Facebook training before. But I've done webinars. And webinars, they convert well for me. I've not done WhatsApp training or even Facebook training. I do live webinars. I do live webinars and I do automated webinars. Like
What?
tomorrow I have a live webinar that I'm going to have tomorrow.
Okay. Sir, it's what I have in mind is kind of different. Actually, you said I should get them into a group, quote unquote group. Actually, that's what I'm asking is, should I actually first get them maybe into a WhatsApp group, Facebook group, and later I send them a link to the webinar?
Yeah, that's still fine. That's still fine. But make sure that you get their emails as well.
Okay. So my question now is, in the first place, should I get them into my WhatsApp group, Facebook group, or directly to just get the email address so I can send them the series? So which one
Get
do you
their
think?
email address, get their name, get their phone numbers. On the thank you page, you can have a link leading to your WhatsApp group.
Okay. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. Okay, so Bashar, let's hear you now.
Okay, thank you, Coach Jonathan.
All
Pleasure
right.
being with you and other like-minders on this platform. I've learned greatly on the group. And straight to the questions now. Sometimes we know quite well the importance of a coach. I mean, supporting us to get things done. But however, sometimes we get carried away with a lot of interest in so many things. One of it that I've tested in the past, and proud to join in the IBM group, is affiliate marketing. I've not done it to any successful length, as in make any impact in terms of results. But I was now looking at it based on what I learned from the IBM, and looking at if I'm going to be combining information, for example, and I've also done a bit of drop shipping. So I'm looking at the possibility of, if I'm going to be using the software you talk about in terms of referring for the upsell, the downsell. If I'm selling a particular information product, how do I link them to a drop shipping that is very much related to it? For example, now if I'm selling an info product on diabetes, how do I link this directly to a product on drop shipping that is also diabetes oriented, like a physical product, for example? So knowing fully whether the same market is what we target both for drop shipping and for information product in terms of the tier 1 countries. So that's what I'm trying to see, so that we understand how the funnel will look like and how to go about it, and if it's something that you think is okay to do, or one should just focus only on information and just master that to a particular level. Or I'm just looking at how to maximize the return on $1 for every $1 spent on ad, how to maximize it, so that if I'm having the same client that I've already built the database with, because we know you talk about the pre-sale opt-in page before you even direct them to your offer. So the same person can be referred back to your. So I'm just trying to understand the structure to build around that. That's my question.
All right. Okay. A couple of days ago, I had a training with my students in 10X. I have a program called 10X e-commerce blueprint, and what that training was about is basically how you can use information as your front-end products. So yeah, you can of course sell physical product. When I was explaining to who again? I was explaining to Paul, and we talked about high blood pressure. And I remember that I made mention of using physical product and then selling a physical product. So here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to share my screen, okay, and I'll show you the flow, okay. Let me share my screen. Okay. I've not really mastered the use of this tool, so you guys will have to So just hold on while let me just clean this off and explain that to you. Okay. So I said the having your, what's it called, your digital products, right? Your digital products and your physical products, or having your entire funnel flow. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. Having your entire funnel flow, you can make use of what is it called? Cart flows, right? Make use of cart flows and have it integrated and have your flow look seamless, right? Now, if you're using our local payment processors, payment processors that we have in Africa here, like Paystack and Flutterwave, you will be limited to the kind of upsells that you can do. And you don't want to have many upsells as well. Don't go and have 10 upsells, or the maximum, don't have more than 3 upsells. Okay. It has been proven that the more upsells you have, the more the probability of you turning off your customer or pissing off your customers. You want to maximize the experience that your customers have with you. Okay, what that means is you want them to be happy and want to buy more from you later. You don't want them to see that every time they get something, they have that mindset, oh, I'm going to have 100 upsells and downsells to go through. That's one problem that a lot of people have when they try to buy products from JVZoo, because when you try to buy a product from JVZoo, you are going to have 6 upsells, right? 5 upsells. It just pisses off the customer. All right, so here is what I'm talking about. So here is your front end product. Okay, so your front end product is a digital product. Now, on this digital product, you can have a bump offer. You can do this using cart flows. All right, so your bump offer could be dieting plans, okay, or meals they can use and all that, right? That could be it, right? And then once they add that and they click buy now, you can offer them a one-time offer. Okay, cart flows call it one-time offer, right? You still, all of these things are upsells. These 2 things are upsells, but they are disguised as regular products. The buyer doesn't see it as upsell yet because now they haven't typed in their details anywhere, but right here you're already providing upsells. Hope you are getting it, by the way.
Yes, we are. I'm following.
Okay, so the person clicks on buy now after adding the bump, either they add it or they don't, and then here, right, you give them another product that adds more value to what they already have. You're the one that needs to figure that out. I can't do that for you. You need to figure out your value ladder. We've talked about value ladder before, and you want to know how to take your customer through the value ladder. So you want to know at each point that whatever it is you're selling to them is adding more value to what they have already purchased. So once they have this one-time offer and type in their card details, they are going to be taken to a thank you page, right? That's if you're using our local processors, right? Now, once they go to the thank you page, this thank you page is for them to gain access to this digital product that they bought here. Now, on this thank you page, when they fill in the detail, you can now offer them another upsell here. So this can be your physical product that you have here to sell. And of course, you can create this page using cart flows, so you can have even the purchase fields and all that right here. Okay, you can do all of that using cart flows. So right here, there's you are pitching about the product and why it's going to add more value to what they've already purchased there, right? So you want to do that, and they can decide to take it, and they can decide to pass it, right? So that's basically how you can integrate your entire what is it called, your both your digital products and your physical products. Another way you can do this is you use you just get them into your list first, right? So once you have them in your list, so once you have them in here, they just go in, you just tell them thank you for purchasing. Your product has been delivered to your email, right? Via your follow-up emails, right? Via your follow-up emails, you can be talking about this product right here. But it's still good that you can give them a one-time offer here. So the one-time offer that you offer here, the price will be lower than what you have on your follow-up emails. So you can, if you're selling this product here for 25,000, if the product is being sold for 25,000, you can decide to sell it, make them a one-time offer of say 20 or 15,000. Okay, but on your follow-up emails, you tell them that because you want them to know that you actually reward fast action takers. So when next you want to pitch something, they take you seriously, right? So you want to make sure that what you sell the product for here is higher than what you offered it right here. Does it make sense? Are you there? Wow, this man is not here, and I've been talking. Anyway, so that's it. I believe the other persons who have been here and listening got something from what I just explained.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so do we have any other person who has a question to ask? Because we have spent an hour now. Any other question? So I believe.
Sir.
Okay.
Okay, since there's nobody ready to ask question, I just want to thank you for your time, for your you're always there when we'll call you for your attention. This upsell thing, I think I will try and see how I can work on it, because some of my customers usually they want to buy some physical kind of products that will tell me this is just an ebook that they want physical medicine, something like that can cure.
Physical book?
No, physical product, like physical medicine that they can take for the sickness and all of that.
Okay.
So I think I'll also work on that and see how I can.
Yeah, it's possible to do that. For instance, this whole diabetes that Bashar was asking about. If you go on Google and type diabetes, yep. See all of this ad right here. See people running ad here. All right, and if you look through them, you will see that they are basically even using the same headlines and all that. This ads has been running here for quite some time, and on the diabetes, there are so many things you can even sell right here. So I looked at this and I was seeing this product, aloe vera gel, right? I'm not saying that you should sell aloe vera gel, But when you come in here, there is something that is interesting. Natural. Still looking for herbal, right? Natural. Okay, herbal. Naturally. So that tells you that people want natural solutions, right? So even though you have an ebook that tells people how to put together these herbs or this food or whatever it is they need to put together to get this solution, you can still sell them the physical products that have all of these things inside, already done, already prepared. Their own is just to buy it and start drinking it, getting results. Hope it makes sense.
Sure.
So that's just it. So do we have any other question so we can end today's section? We've had a good time today. We've had a good time today. All right, so I believe we are done for today. Sam, you have something to say?
Actually, I just want to tell you to just find something to eat and have a good rest.
Definitely I will. All right, guys, have a good time. And don't forget, if you have issues, always reach out. Okay, I like Ushe. Ushe always disturbs me. Ushe disturbs, and I like it because I see that Ushe really wants to see results with what he is trying to put out. And yeah, that's what you should be doing. When you have roadblocks, you stumble on barricades, you should reach out for help, okay? Because really, there is so much you can figure out on your own. That's why you have me, by the way, right? So that's it, guys. Thanks for showing up, and do have a great time.
You too, boss. Thank you very much.